Hey, all right, it's time to get going here. Don't you think? Exciting stuff. We got a lot coming at you tonight. Welcome back, everybody. You are watching Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Loose and call me Cheatspeak, and we do have an exciting one for you here tonight. It's so exciting, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna talk to you while I close our closet door. Because you don't gotta be peeking. Don't be peeking in there. It's the beauty of wireless microphone equipment, is it not? It is. Spoiler alert, it completely is. We're playing Splatoon 3 here tonight on the chat because it's been a while, and you know what? Your boy just wanted to play some Splat, so we're gonna do that amongst a bunch of really exciting announcements that we're gonna have for you over the course of tonight. You want one right off the top? We'll give you one right off the top here. And yes, it's about everyone's favorite new TCG that we're sinking an ungodly amount of money and time into. It's Riftbound, and we're gonna formally announce here tonight our Riftbound Launch Night Spectacular. That is Friday, October 31st on launch night, of course, Halloween here in the US. We have a lot planned for Friday night content for you. We're going to be cracking entire boxes worth of booster packs if all goes well. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be planning all sorts of fun surprises to celebrate the launch of this brand new TCG from Riot Games, and it's going to be so much fun. We've obviously been covering it a lot since PAX East, and we're going to continue to do that because we've been having a lot of fun, and Riot's been super nice to us, so why stop? Simple as that. So again, if all goes well, we're going to have like a full booster box worth of packs to crack live on stream. We're going to talk shop. We're going to recap our experience with the TCG to date, working with Riot, getting our hands on it early, talking about how the meta's kind of potentially shaping up if you like that competitive play, and there's going to be a lot to talk about. In addition, if you're curious, you may or may not have attended learn to play events or demos at your local game store for Riftbound. If you haven't, then we may or may not have a little bit of fun swag for you on top of that. If all goes well, we'll have booster packs of Riftbound cards to give away throughout the night. So that's, if nothing else, a reason you'll want to join us on Friday. But we also have stickers from the demo event, which we'll be giving out as well. So there's one that's just the Riftbound logo. We got one of Yasuo there. I think it's all just the key art, right? He's there. We got Jinx right here. Look at that, so nice. And we got Ari right there. How lovely. All of that and more coming, again, Friday, October 31st. That's our first announcement of the night. The Riftbound Launch Night Spectacular is nearly upon us. Exact times and exact content to be determined. All of this subject to change, of course, but that's the plan as of right now. So we hope you'll stick around for that. More announcements to come throughout the night, so don't be greedy. We can't be giving it to you all up front. And of course, the Dice Cam is back. What else is new? Exclamation point D20 rolls it in chat, and then whatever happens from there happens from there. But there's our fun dice friends, and you know the chaos from there. Y'all like that? That's a good start, I think. So, we're going to play some Salmon Run here tonight, at least to start. Vinny, my pal's back! We are back! How long has it been? We haven't streamed in a couple of weeks. That's what happens when you have so much funky, fresh content that you got to put out for all of you in a short period of time. So, we've been busy. We've been cranking away. Hopefully you've been engaging with it and having some fun with the stuff. We love when our pals have fun with the stuff. Let's see what we've got for weaponry this time around. I like a splatter shoot. How we doing, chat? It has been a few weeks, hasn't it? Haven't seen you in a minute, haven't heard from you in a moment. We're already splatting. We love splatting. It's a national pastime, in fact. Oh, we knew that was gonna happen. We got a D20 queued up already. We will do that probably in between matches, so if a lot of these queue up at once, so be it. Focus on our pals. Did we pop one and nothing happened? Oh, that's nice. All the little guys. It has been. It's been 83 years. So this is just all. I can't believe how aggressive they are. Well, I mean, I can. And we failed out already. God damn it. All right, so this is gonna be that kind of night, I guess. Well, you know, in my defense, in my indefensible defense, in my Gettysburg address, it's been a while. I have not splatted in some time. Baloney! We got Baloney playing Za. Oh, that one really hurt. I did not get the Za yet. No Pokemon Legends over here. Maybe in due course. We're gonna queue a little bit. We're gonna give some time, get a fresh lobby going. If you want to play with us, you are more than welcome to. !FC/ friend code will give you our Switch friend code. You can find me, Cheatspeak. It says so. That's my name down the bottom there. That's how you know. That's my name. And we can play together if you're so inclined. You can see I'm professional +2, so that gives you some sort of reference point for my skill level. Let's get the first dice cam of the night going, courtesy of Vinny P. Did I set the mic on this cam? I did. How's it sound, by the way? We sounded okay? Good. That's a 16. So that's story time. Oh, we love story time. So how this works is I will have 60 seconds? 60 seconds to tell a story, a random story, any story of Vinny's choosing. So Vinny will have to give me a topic to just tell a story about. Doesn't have to be true, doesn't have to be real. Oh, that looks delightful. But it's technically there. So you have all of our friend codes. That's malicious compliance right there. No one said it has to look good, but it just has to look. We are professional, that's true. So give us a topic there, Vinny, and we'll make up some story time for you. Look, everyone's playing games tonight. We love this. Pocket Hero. We got... Yes! Vine Sauce Vinny. Frequenting from the very beginning. Who knew? We're just that powerful. Oh, camera's gonna... Camera's gonna have some fun tonight. He usually does. I thought for sure I was getting... Oh, snipies! I took a risk. Okay, well, you know, I can't do it all over there. I can help. All right, 2 more and we'll hit quota here. And we are good. With room to spare. And a few extras. Story time. When you tried to make a grilled cheese without any bread. Oh, what a sloppy time that was. I will queue that one up after this round. Fair. Hi, Drake's Cove. How you doing? It's been a minute. We are back. We are live again. I don't know. Have we done a live this month? Have we been live at all? Maybe once. We did maybe some Riftbound stuff live, and that was it. I don't actually know. Good work, a lot of hustle. I'm here to help. We're all here to help. Keep a path. I did resurrect. Rip me. Did I died? I died this whole time? We didn't know? I'm sorry, I thought we knew that I died. All right, we're efficient here. Where's our tower, friend? We're almost at quota again, so maybe that's okay. And we hit it. Just barely, but barely counts. Very good. He didn't know he died. Nobody told him. Hi, Fort. That's all. I have not been alive. No, we have not been alive in a few weeks. Again, mostly because we were just so busy cranking out oodles of content for you over the past few weeks. I want to go back in and see, well, first of all, when the last live was and what we've been working on since. Because I know we've had a lot of videos the past few weeks, especially. Oh, I really did myself in. That was not good. How many are there? And Leon's getting larger! That was a pretty slow round, in all honesty. It's mostly just a matter of getting them there. Thankfully, we've got a bunch right here, and we are good. Just so many right at the edge. We have 2 towers? Is this Lord of Ring? Tower 2s? Sure looks that way. Buzzer beater! Booyah! That should be the new tagline for the channel. Hypocritic GG, busy cranking. That sounds dirty. That'll get us demonetized for sure. Last broadcast is old enough that it doesn't show on the page. That's not good. At least 2 weeks. Well, we crushed that round, and that was pretty good. That was a solid, a positive Rapid Blaster Pro user, the rarest of breeds. How about that? All right, we all did our part. That's nice. We got our raise, so we kind of made up the ground we just lost. Audio sounding good, by the way. I didn't get to level check the mic too much. Bonus meter's good. That's all nice. Maps and mode's been updated, so out we go. It's a good time to check on some things. So, the last live was October 1st, so nearly a month ago, where we were teaching Sarah how to play Riftbound. So that, it has been a while. But again, it was mostly in service of all of the great stuff that we've done since then. So, since October 1st, we posted our last interview from PAX West, Sphinx Stationery, our 25-minute long developer interview on Bubsy 4D, and all the shorts that have come with it, which have absolutely exploded in the past couple of weeks. We got to talk about how popular some of those shorts have been. If you're here from the Bubsy stuff, first of all, thank you. Second of all, there's more coming as we track that game closer to release, so don't you worry. We had the Bubsy The Woolly Strike Back review on October 15th. We had the pre-release impressions of Unsent on October 18th. Somewhere in there on like the 22nd or the 23rd, we did a hypocritical episode of our podcast on a review of Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit. Check that out if you haven't. And then just today, we posted a 45-minute interview with the publisher behind Unsent, Red Rabbit Games, and its CEO, Matt Rubin. So we've been busy, and there's been a lot going on here on the channel. So hopefully you're enjoying it, and that's a good deal. So that's all very nice to see. Crank into a crit. Oh no. Love the Bubsy content. Do we like the Bubsy content? Okay, I'm happy to hear that. There is more in the pipe, by the way, in the roadmap here. So if you're curious, we still do owe you that review of the original Bubsy, which I'm a little hesitant to do because we're not going to be kind to it, and I'm afraid the fervent Bubsyites we're gonna incur their wrath. But you know, that's just kind of what you got to do sometimes. I've survived Sonic fan wrath. I'm sure we can survive Bubsy fan wrath as well. The camera's just gonna do that tonight, I guess. When's the Bubsy demo stream? You want one? You wanna see some bubble? We could do that later tonight if you want. You want to play Bubsy 4D? We could get the demo. I will. All 20 of us. The Wrath of Bubsy. Where is my Steam Deck? If you'll give me a moment, I can start to set that up. Unless the Steam Deck is dead, in which case that's going to be a slightly higher hill to climb. It's not completely dead, so that's helpful. What we're going to do is I will at least, I was playing Unsent on this last, I guess. What I will do at least is start downloading the demo in the background if I don't have it, and I don't think I do. Right. No, I do. I just have to install it, which it will do very quickly. And maybe we can all play it together. You like that? We want to do the Bubsy 4D demo later. That would be a good time. All right. So we'll do some more Splat, obviously, but we'll also queue up and make sure we have room for Bubsy in there as well. Good recommendation. That's a good idea. All right, so that's basically almost done already. And it is. So that's good. We'll have to, you know, set it up in between here, but we'll get that taken care of. There's that. We'll just let that charge. I don't need to. It's gonna, well, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're fine. It's gonna hang out back there, so I remember. That'll be freaking sweet, Lois. Mine, 64 bits. 32 bits, 16 bits, 8-bit, 4-bit, 2-bit, 1-bit, half-bit, quarter-bit, the worst game! If you don't know, you don't know. That's a deep cut, maybe, but so be it. That review, since we know what that is exclusive to the podcast. So if you haven't checked out Hypocritical recently, that episode is up wherever you get your podcasts, if that is YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Pocket Casts. So there. Bubsy fan wrath, all 20 of us. Yeah, I think I said that right. How's life, and what have I been playing lately? And Orson Welles, yeah, that's a proper deep cut. What have I been playing lately? A lot of Riftbound. Honestly, so been practicing and, you know, messing around with the trial decks and reading about the meta and really getting invested in it. Like I said, we have multiple booster boxes apiece coming our way, honestly, between myself, Baloney, and Sari. We have a ton of Riftbound cards en route. Sarah's even collecting too, where she's really gotten on board with the Riftbound stuff. So, actually, she's probably going to spend some of tonight organizing her collection. I remember her talking about it. So that's fun. So that's honestly been most of my time. I've been meaning to pick up Legends Za at some point. Haven't yet. That's one where I'm gonna want the physical copy if I can get my hands on it. Just because we like physical copies around here, it's true. Oh, that was close. Bailing out. They're fine up there, right? That was gonna happen. Are we at quota? Just about. All you gotta do is hit quota, honestly. Woo! Survival is all that matters. Za, that's what I call it too. There you go. Clean it off. So that's been most of our time, honestly, at least my time. We actually... So we'll be talking about that later on as well, and we'll be, you know, advertising the Riftbound stuff pretty heavily. So I hope people are getting at least some value out of it, because we really are sinking a fair bit of time and resource and money into it. I mean, we've seen, you know, the community around it seems to be pretty strong, and there's, you know, a lot of folks that have shown interest across the different communities. So hopefully that's something we're all into here to some degree. Because it probably will be a pretty strong focus for us going forward. And it has been a ton of fun. And Riot has been, to their credit, incredibly generous with us, given, you know, our channel size relative to how big they are. That's been really nice. And there's more coming, so that's fun. Otherwise, what else have I really been playing? Obviously a lot of the Bubsy stuff, and that's been more of a focus for me than I even expected. There's just been so much positivity and good reaction to the Bubsy stuff that you know, we'd be silly not to pay proper attention to it, right? Why is everybody dead? We're almost at quota anyway. Oh no, we're not almost at quota. What's everyone doing? Yo, you gotta put these in there, you know that? Jeez. Oh, that didn't go so well, did it? I didn't do the story, right? We owe Vinny a story here? What was that story? When you tried to make a grilled cheese without any bread. That's... What a smart boy I am. Let's pull up a timer here. And we'll clock 60 seconds on the time I tried to make it without bread. All right. Stare at my little kid squid while we tell this story. And the most overrated ingredient in a grilled cheese is bread. The name grilled cheese implies you are grilling the cheese directly. So to that end, I wanted to take it to the ultimate test. So what I did was I bought a nice big, like, kind of 5-pound block of Cooper Sharp cheese. If you know, you know. And I went out to the grill in our apartment complex. There's big grills, you know, on the rooftop, on the terrace, whatever. And so I just plopped the thing of cheese on there and started grilling, right? Flipping it over every 30 seconds, getting that nice sear on either side. The fire alarms are going off. There's so much smoke for some reason. Everything is so strange. Sarah, you know, comes running up. She's, you know, she sees me on the roof flailing around doing a little rain dance. She's like, what are you doing? She sees a lot of cheese. She's like, why are you grilling the cheese? I'm like, I'm making grilled cheese. She's like, that's not what it means. It smells so good, but that's not what it means. And then the police come in. They're like, sir, do you know how much cheese you were grilling back there? I was like, yeah, it was a 5-pound block. They were like, can we have some? So we're shaving it off. We got it shaved off the grilled cheese. Everyone was happy about it. Everyone was feeling good. They did kick us out because we violated our lease for getting cheese all over the place and didn't clean it up. Story for another day. That's time. And there you go. Cheese decoration no matter what. Catching up to Deltarune since I've avoided it for a while. That's a good one. I'd say it's the cheese. Remove that. It was a good story. That's the content we dream about here at Hypocritic GG, is it not? How fun. What else are we playing here? Oh, a lot of Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Haven't been streaming it, but playing a fair bit. While everyone is playing these new games, I'm here buying Uncharted 1 through 3. Yeah, because you have your treasured find of the old school, backwards compatible, Linuxable PS3, right? That's a big deal. You should be proud of that find. Remind me where you found it? This is stuff you would know. This is the Hypocritic Deep lore that if you were in our Discord channel, ! Discord, you would know. It's a lot of sirens. Tower man, go. Too much explode. I care not for explode. Thought I would kind of bait them out. Why is everybody dead? Wake up! Okay. We're getting there. Not nearly fast enough, guys, again. Oh, you gotta put the eggs in the basket. That's how the mode works. We were one short. That's really unfortunate. So that's gonna be another big penalty. We might drop a rank after all of this. I'm doing my part. Another jam, another demo I've played is Buster Jam, which is basically WarioWare inspired. Good amount of micro games, very addicting and funny as hell. That sounds fun. Someone brought it in to recycle at work and I snagged that baby up. That is the way to do it. We enjoy that. Waste not, want not. Be sure to enjoy just 6-axis moments. That's what we're after. Gonna take it to a local game store to get new thermal paste on it soon. That's great. And that, I mean, still so usable. It's a wonderful thing. We only have, I have the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection on PS4, and 4 in physical, because I didn't have a PS3. And fun fact, PS4 was actually my first foray into Sony anything gaming related, because I was a Nintendo and an Xbox household. How the seas have changed. Wouldn't even dream of buying whatever new Xbox hardware is on the horizon. Insane. How those loyalties shift. Don't be dying. I said, hey, don't die. and I immediately died. It's real smart guy stuff over here. He said he can't just be down a player this whole time. Again, as I die, are we really gonna fuck this up again? Up! Up! Wow, that was close. Alright. It's not giving me a lot of confidence here, but it's gonna have to be. Oh boy. I gotta research how to touch it up myself because these games are pricey now and pretty impossible to find. Oh, classic retro gaming. Everything is expensive. It's so hard to have affordable hobbies anymore, isn't it? That is one thing, and not to like completely shill for it, but what's been encouraging about Riftbound is that it really has seemed pretty affordable as far as like TCGs go, because they're just becoming, you know, an asset flip money pit like anything else. You know, it's been encouraging to, oh, bro, you killed me, bro. That is entirely that guy's fault. He knew I was there. Nice. That was a quality triple splashdown, unless we're all dead again. It's hard to stay up here. Being the sniper is 100% not helping. Oh, there's too many big shots here, too. As long as we get in here, we'll be good. Agonizing, but we got it again. All right, these are close, but we're getting there. Sony's got good games whenever they decide to release a new game every 7 years. At least they're releasing games and not, you know, hyper commoditizing and looking at you, Game Pass. We did a whole podcast on Xbox's failings here. We don't have to row that boat again. Of course, I'm out of it. I can't focus on everything at once. I literally just got up. I just got up. Come on. That was never gonna happen. Not good enough at staying up, you don't win. That's the rule. I want to get the Killzone and Resistance trilogies, but they're not in the PS3 store for some reason. They don't want you spending time on those multi-generational consoles, do they? Didn't go down. That's good. Some moderation's needed. There you go. I'm so glad I bought Folklore back in the day, because that game is so difficult to find around here. That is region by region often the case. Game Pass more like Meme Pass, am I right, fellas? Fellas? You're right. All right, another dice roll for Vinny. We've got a 19. That's self-sabotage. Oh, God. Well, here I am complaining about subpar performance. I will... All right. It's unfair to the team, but this is what we have to do. I will stand perfectly still for what? A rank is what? 90? A match is what? 90 seconds? 100 seconds? I'll stand still for the first, what? 10, 15 seconds? You think that's fair? And or die. I'll be still for up to 15 seconds or die. That's the rule. It's like you want me to rank down. At least we're getting the Halo 1 remake for the second time. Oh, I was gonna do a Halo night tonight. I was pretty dead set on that. And the camera... You good, camera? Okay. I was going to do a Halo night tonight, and I was like, oh, you know, we got to talk about the... we got to talk about the Halo campaign evolved or whatever it's called, and here we go again. I don't care. I wish I cared more. Such a... There's such an extreme level of apathy toward Microsoft, toward Xbox, toward Halo generally. It's hard to really muster up any enthusiasm for it. It does look really pretty, but, you know. It's another Oh, I'm supposed to stand still. Alright, so that's up to 80 seconds I'll stand still, or 85. Okay. Are we sufficiently sabotaged? You better be. Ah, joke's on you. Like, thankfully we're getting these close to the bucket here because we'd be having trouble bringing them home. Well over quota though, no significant issues. We like that. You mean the people comparing OG to remake? Yeah. There's a lot of, I mean, obviously it's, you know, they're making intentional changes to it, so the experience is not going to be what it was. And honestly, it's the same way that I felt about Halo for a long time that I feel about these remakes, is if you want to have that old experience back, 343 was never going to make it, Halo Studios is never going to make it, you gotta just go play those old games again. Boot up Master Chief Collection, find your original hardware, do whatever you gotta do, but you know, those experiences are over. And if you do want to, you know, get back to those days and that feeling, you gotta, yeah, you gotta put an MCC, you gotta boot them up on your old consoles. It's the sad truth, but it is the truth. At least we've got a bunch here. That helps a lot. We are nearly there. A Hanzo main. I forget even how to say it. It's been so long. These towers are fucking me up, man. Big time quota meat. That's a good one. And the wave's clear, and everyone's happy. We out here winning it. We got this. I'm a proud Halo PC owner. The Gearbox port all the way back in the day. Did Gearbox do the Halo 2 port also? The dreaded Vista port? I don't know. A giant tornado. Salmonids that get sucked up will fall around the shore. We just have to kind of grind them all over, more or less. I'm not doing this well. Are we going to get it there? We are! With a lot of time to spare. We got a lot up there. Wow. Well, damn! You gotta jump in the water at the end, that's customary. Still got the original Xbox with a bunch of action replay hack saves. We love that. That is delightful. I'm not a Halo player, never played, but I kind of prefer the OG look. Pretty much everybody does. I mean, you want to get real deep into it. A lot of purists will complain about like 343's interpretation of like Forerunner architecture and how much it deviates from Bungie's kind of original vision for the whole thing, and I get that. I am our resident Halo 4 apologist, but definitely, you know, they've strayed from it over time, and that's why, like I said, you're never going to get that sort of experience or that vibe or that feeling from a 343 or Halo Studios Halo game. It really just is not that anymore. And I kind of struggle to understand or put kind of a point on what the franchise even is at this point. You know what I mean? I think I was saying in one of our group chats that we've finally arrived at the, like, we don't know why this franchise is good and we don't know how to make it good, so we're just going to start plumbing the old stuff era of, of it. We've hit that stage of development. It happens a lot with those, you know, legacy franchises. They start losing their way, mismanagement, whatever. They start having to lean on those remakes and those remasters to understand, you know, why is this even good? Why was this ever fun? And they can never recapture that spirit or that magic, so they, you know, kind of just go back to the well. It's not explicitly, you know, a Halo problem or even a Microsoft problem. Though I think you've seen that with things like, I don't know, Gears of War over time. Even things like Paper Mario. That comes to mind where, you know, they kept trying different things and straying from the formula people loved, you know, depending on your thoughts, as early as Super Paper Mario. Oh god, I'm dead already. And eventually they just said, fuck it, let's just remake Thousand Year Door, and that, you know, is all the biddies have wanted, is it not? think that made it. I'm just here to load them in the basket. I think we're on track here, more or less. If I can stay on the damn thing. And we are good. Good start. I'll check chat in between runs here. There's too much splatting. Not enough chatting, too much splatting. Uncharted 1 really does just get right to it. It does. Good old classic games, that's right. I'm not sure if they did, but now you mention it, I have that Halo 2 port as well. I did not play it, but man, did I hear rough stuff about it. Sort of like the games for Windows version of Infinite or some of the other Xbox exclusives. I mean, there's no way that I could have kept up with that. I have the sniper, for God's sake. Get those automatics going, and we are feeling good. Feeling good! That's one. Oh my God, what the fuck happened? No! Oh no! Oh. You're a 4 apologist and I'm a 5 apologist. I will go to the mat for 5's multiplayer sometimes. Campaign-wise, I can't get over the fact that it is by far the worst one. And the damage it did to the series in that sense, moving it so far away from its roots, it never recovered from. But the fact that 343 was allowed to bungle it for a decade like that was just uncouth. Oh dear, oh dear. Again, it's that level of apathy now where it used to be a franchise so imbued in people's passion for it and how sticky it was. With how much Microsoft has sort of been chipping away at Xbox and its goodwill as a brand, you know, great that it's going multi-platform and kind of going away from Xbox, even though that is kind of their whole business model is Game Pass, third-party publishing, not a hardware manufacturer anymore. You know, that's... You got to give it some fresh perspective and fresh player base to survive, because people are so apathetic about the Xbox brand now. You know, you're not going to get that level of engagement. You're just not. Anyway, it's sad. Even Infinite, looking back on it, yes, the multiplayer was the best it's been in a long time. It's just such a, like, nothing burger, it feels like in retrospect. The open world campaign, I mean, the grappling hook was excellent as a mechanic. Let's be clear about that. The gameplay is really solid. It's hard to care. It's just hard to care. The story's so all over the place, so piecemeal. We're just actively kind of pivoting from major storyline to major storyline. No real concern about, you know, building the continuity with any consistency. We just made it. It's just hard to kill. So, yeah, was Infinite better? Yes. But that wasn't a super high bar to clear, I guess. Apparently the next box will have Steam on it too, which is wild. Yeah. It's telling where the only 343 campaign I've bothered to finish was 4. Yeah, that is very telling. And again, just so unfortunate, because you want to care about these things, but son of a bitch, they just give you no reason to. Because again, why bother to get invested when they're clearly just, you know, pulling at any thread they can and not committing to one coherent vision across all these games, which takes so long to develop and have so much work poured into them. You know, it took them a full decade to manifest a 3-game arc, none of which seemed to be the coherent plan from the beginning. It's hard to take it seriously, you know what I mean? Too many towers. Oh, we're still one short? There we go. Again, just cusping, but we're there. None of the games feel connected plot-wise either. 4 to 5 kind of, but 5 was mostly just kind of shitting on my opinion, my soapboxy, whiny opinion. Just kind of shitting on all of the distinct and memorable narrative choices that 4 made, you know? Oops, Cortana's alive and she's a bad guy now, haha. Like, talk about pulling the rug out. I didn't even get an egg out of that. Lag. Now we're good. Tower's gotta go. How are you dead up there? Whoa. Okay. Doing it again. We're not going to hit quota, though. Close, but no. That's fine. At least we made it to wave 3. Cortana heel turn could have been good, too. They just backed out and put it all on the books. They did, and why... My ultimate thing was, whether you're doing the heel turn or not, you know, my opinion, it gets so much less impactful when you retcon her kind of death or her, you know, ceasing to be at the end of 4, which is what in a lot of ways gives that narrative so much weight and why I love that story so much. You know, you cheapen that, kind of like in some kind of time travel plot or, you know, things in recent Marvel movies where they retcon deaths and they bring characters back. because they need the recognizable stars in it or whatever the case is. It cheapens your narrative. And you kind of lose viewer or player trust in what you're trying to tell because, you know, nothing sticks. Is it really permanent? You can't trust these narrative choices and these decisions, so you kind of hedge your bets, right? That's tough. Whoops, Cortana's been having another of her so I've been thinking phases again. Guess the universe is destroyed now. It is frustrating. And again, it really cheapens what was otherwise a really impactful personal story, I thought, in 4. And that just sucked. Yeah, we're so quirky. So he's down at least. Oh, I can't do this with the charger, but I'm gonna try. Nope. We're getting nowhere fast here. Son of a bitch, that was pathetic. Okay, that was the worst one yet. Completely overrun. And I think that's going to be a rank down, maybe. Gross. What the hell happened? Ooh. Down to the bare minimum. The charger really is just so specific. Like the Onion Dome guys, that's where this thing kind of excels. Very, very specific boss types are what you need. At least we have the weapon now. Spoiler alerts for Infinite, I guess. You want to talk about it? She does live. She doesn't get offed. They even... I don't know how much you want me to spoil about that game. I think they even get kind of cheap with that narrative too, where, you know, it ostensibly gets cheap a little closer to what happened, you know, in between 5 and Infinite when he was off on his stasis spree or whatever happened, and Cortana was out there doing whatever. So I think eventually it climaxes against whatever big, not Didact baddie they have you face off against. The Harbinger, whatever the hell it is. I don't even know what that final boss was called. And I think, ostensibly, they have you fight in the place where Cortana kind of sacrificed herself. And Cortana left an echo for Chief, kind of, I guess, knowing that he would be there at some point and cleaning up her mess or whatever happened. So again, they have another, you know, goodbye scene between him and her. And again, it just really cheapens what 4 did, because now we're just saying goodbye again. And they even acknowledge that, where it's like, oh, we just keep saying goodbye, don't we? I get that, you know, it's stirring up some degree of emotion, and that's good. But, I don't know, it just feels kind of pandery and trying to make up for other ways that story kind of lost its muster. And I'm not on board with it. I don't know. I mean, it obviously makes more sense in context if you look it up, but we are at quota already. I wish we had more of these waves. I don't think we get more points for having a lot of eggs, but feels good. Now we gotta, well, the mothership's coming, so we can't be complacent. Where is it? Okay. Isn't Halsey bad now? Yes. Bye. See you in a week. Yeah. See you in 2 games when we say goodbye again, because I left you infinite voice memos, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of... Again, it's just the level of apathy is nowhere near what I ever thought I'd feel for one of the franchises that has been so important to me as a player. You know, Full Metal and I really first started to bond and get to know each other in high school over Halo and through Halo. So it's been such an impactful part of our own lives and our own friendships that, you know, to see it in such a state and to not care about it anymore, basically, is really sad. But Microsoft and 343 and those have determined that that's the state it needs to be in, because we gotta, you know, focus on other things. Okay. So be it, you know? Good use of that, I think, to get us to quota. And apparently not much farther. But that's wave 2. That's good. And to think we could have had a Helldiver-style ODST game years ago and Microsoft said no. A lot of what, you know, you see and why people are so down on Microsoft with its brand image is because they have all these fantastic IPs and all these phenomenal ideas that they're actively vetoing and choosing to do nothing with. And that's the infuriating part for a lot of people. How long have they sat on Banjo-Kazooie for and done, pardon my French, fuck all with it? How long, you know, where are the exciting new Gears of War concepts? Where's anything? Yeah, you're buying all these studios and you have all these insane IPs in your purse. What are you doing with them? You know, is that coming and we just haven't seen it yet? I'm not convinced it is. The power of the triple splashdown. Sometimes you just gotta use it. You forget that you have those abilities sometimes. Don't you? Oh, that sucked. Oh, come on. We can get there. We can get there. And we did get there. Okay. That was rough. God, the splashdown, though. These dualies. It is the dualies, right? Uh-oh. Emergency! Don't even get me started on the Gears plot. No, I know. Ouroboros. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know that I ever actually beat the extra wave. Cause hell from here. great little vantage point to be at. Oh, I was too focused up here. That was about as smoothly as I've had one of those go, though, so that's pretty cool. We can't allow any other studio to work on a new Banjo game. That's our IP to sit on and do nothing with. And you can say that for dozens of IP that they have. How many studios have they bought? How many... Excuse me. How many lives have they wrecked through corporate downsizing and leveraged buyouts and don't get me started on the EA stuff? It is a rough time to be in the games industry. That much is true. And thankfully, the indie space is also... I mean, generally, in terms of revenues and business and eyes and, you know, thumbs on content, it's all really healthy. And the same goes for the indie space, where it's in an incredibly healthy place, and there's a ton of really interesting stuff and a lot of good competition, and you love to see it. That's part of what the joy has always been here on our channel, is we get to spotlight a lot of those indies who otherwise wouldn't necessarily get a lot of attention. Like Unsent. It's really interesting where Unsent sort of is, because I think it's so indicative of the struggle that a lot of indies face. We did put that interview out with Matt Rubin, the CEO of Red Rabbit Games, which is the publisher behind Unsent, and a sort of games accelerator where they sort of provide the business knowledge and the you know, corporate legal navigation while you just make your game and do it well. And his perspective on so much of why both AAA and indies are struggling and how much work it really takes to get eyeballs on content, it's so interesting. So it is a lengthy interview. I know it, you know, may not be super relevant to our normal stuff and may not resonate with everybody, but give it a listen if it at all interests you, because there's a lot of cool insight on exactly, you know, how punishing it can be from like an indie studio's perspective to just try to get anything done, get eyeballs on it, and make it a sustainable business. So, you know, I think I don't want to completely paraphrase him, but, you know, with Unsent getting about 100 some odd early access buys per day, they were like orders of magnitude ahead of their own expectations for sales figures, which is crazy, where, you know, that game's in early access for $10. We got it right at the end. Hell yeah. Indies are probably the ones that actually experiment with the gameplay and genres as opposed to the AAA devs. And that's what's so challenging too a lot of the time. Game budgets have gotten so big, and the investment from these studios has gotten so considerable that there's no room to take risks anymore. If you're not like basically guaranteed a return of 3-5 million units plus insane microtransaction and DLC season pass engagement, you know, people aren't gonna fund it. And that means any sort of gameplay risk is gonna be really frowned upon from a publisher's perspective, because they know they're not gonna make their money back. And, you know, it's no tears shed for a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, right? But a lot of those questions, you know, are asked at different levels, whether it's, you know, a micro publisher with a 10-person team versus EA or Xbox. It's how does this remain sustainable? And building products and taking a consummate amount of risk to hedge your bets, so to speak. And that's always tough. So I appreciated his perspective on, you know, sort of peeling back that onion a little bit and helping people understand some of what, you know, smaller publishers think about too when profitability is a concern. Because it's a reality for everyone out there, no matter how big your company is, no matter how earnestly you're coming at it. If you're not making money, you can't pay your folks. Sad but true. I do want to try to clip out a couple shorts of that interview because 45 minutes is a lot, and you know we don't normally like making super long form content like that. But it was a really interesting conversation, a discussion, if you will. That's cool. We have been starting to ramp up the number of remote interviews we do so that that sort of content is not strictly, you know, at a PAX or in person. The quality's a bit lower, generally, but I think there's still a lot of value in doing it, so we're going to keep doing it if you like it. Almost a quota already. This is great. Me alive, and we are good to go. Sploosh. 45 minutes is too short. I should have made it 4 hours. I honestly could have talked to him for 4 hours because it was, as a corporate manager myself, a lot of what, because we sort of skewed into a discussion on kind of leadership and management and how do you make decisions and how do you sort of do right by your people and your product and be earnest about it all at the same time. And it's always really interesting from my point of view as I try to become a better leader, as I try to... Oh, what happened? Did we lose it? Oh, what happened? Are we good? Are we still good? Oh, OBS. You okay, buddy? Maybe not. Are you with us? I can't tell. OBS just crapped itself and a lot of my plugins stopped. All right. Oh, we're good. Okay, so it's just throwing errors for no reason. It says, to activate chat, please enable channels here. So I'm going to ignore that and go about my day. We're coming up on 1:20 in, so how about we do one more round of Salmon Run, and then maybe we'll switch over to the Bubsy demo. Sound fun? OBS is in shambles. Oh, it's back. Never mind. At least we're okay. All right, so while we're searching here, we'll break some news around the break as well, but... Oh, we got some form submissions cooking here. It's Riftbound launch night on Friday. Oh my goodness. And we are revving up to have a lot of fun with it. So Friday, October 31st, it's sometime at night, Eastern time, we have our launch night spectacular for Riftbound, the new trading card game from Riot Games, the creators of League of Legends. We will be, if all goes well, cracking entire booster boxes worth of booster packs, doing some giveaways of packs and fun kind of exclusive demo stuff of our own, and so much more. So if that intrigues you, that'll be Friday night. At some point. More information to come. None of this is set in stone, so it's all subject to change. Thanks in advance. We're gonna hit quota. We gotta get moving. What the fuck? Oh god, are we gonna hit this? I don't know. I might have... Oh, we got it! Wow, I did not help that. We will be rifting though, so there will be a lot to come on launch night. We are leaning into the Riftbound stuff, and we're gonna continue to, so hopefully that's fun for y'all. And we have another announcement I will reveal on the other side of the break before we start the Bubsy demo, so keep it tuned for that. I didn't pay attention. Oh, I'm the problem. It was genuinely me this whole time. I'm panicking. Bad. Oh, very bad. What is happening? No, 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 no. I can't focus on anything. We're getting overrun. I don't think this is going to happen. I'm so overwhelmed. Nope. If I had a little more breathing room, or you know, like a triple splashdown would have been real nice there. Not to be. But the quota, me quota, that could have gone bad. I want to do one more before we swap over to Bubsy 4D. As has been promised, we will do it. I was definitely not helping there. Let's try one more, and we will see how it do go. So, again, if you're just tuning in as we search for a new game here, what's coming up on the channel the next couple of weeks? Well, first of all, again, it is our Riftbound launch night spectacular, Friday, October 31st, when the new TCG from Riot launches. We're going to lean into it as hard as we can. If all goes well, we'll have a full booster box at least worth of packs to crack live on stream. We're going to talk meta. We're going to talk about pulls. We're going to talk about cards. We're going to talk about working with Riot since May and how cool that's been. We have giveaways, hopefully including booster packs and some fun kind of like stickers and interesting, you know, demo day exclusive stuff to give away. So that's all here. Hope you'll join us for that. That's going to be sometime at night, Eastern time on Halloween. So if you're not out partying with friends and if you need something to do, we'll be here with you. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So hope you'll consider. And there's more to announce on the other side of the break here as we go to set up the Bubsy 4D demo. Find our Goldie. Oh, look at all these. Look at all this beautiful quota. The bots are back. I'll get to them during the break. Oh, they're mad at me. We are way ahead of quota too, so we're doing fine, just fine. I like the Goldie rounds. And I love this ink color too. This is Prime. Is this Prime Splat 3? I don't know. Hi, Goldie. Come back, Goldie. Couple of close friends of ours, their dog's named Goldie. And Goldie's so sweet, we love Goldie. I miss Goldie. We've dog sat a couple times. I don't think I have any pictures of her, but handy. But oh, we love Goldie. So now you know. And that helps. The rest of our foes. Get out of here. Oh, there's so much happening down here. I'm going. Paws off. Taking our time here, but we're clearing the area out. Oh, God. Nope. Oh, we're going to fail again. Oh, we are that bad. Abandoned. Alone. Fine, don't res me. That's good. I probably should have been throwing those and not dragging them up one by one. Whatever. We're just gonna have to go out on a loss. Okay, folks. That'll have to do for now on the splat. So to round out the night nicely, because y'all have been so nice and love our Bubsy stuff so much, we've got more for you. So we're gonna play the Bubsy 4D demo available on Steam live for you. And that'll be a nice fun time. So we're gonna do it, and hopefully you're gonna like it, and we're gonna enjoy it very much. Just close right out of that. All right, you are watching Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, I'm CheatSpeak. We have more announcements after the break in terms of what's coming up here on the channel for the next few weeks. Exciting stuff. You're going to want to stick around because it's good information, and we all like good information. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, we are back. Welcome back. If you're still here, you're watching Hypocritic GG. Streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, some call me CheatSpeak, and we're gonna dig into the Bubsy 4D demo out right now on Steam. Before we do, a couple of fun things to catch you up on and the rest of our announcements to roll out tonight. So we're gonna give them to you right now as this lovely music plays in the background. As we've been saying, coming up this Friday, October 31st, is our Riftbound Launch Night Spectacular, celebrating the formal official release of Riot's new trading card game. We're going to be cracking, hopefully, an entire box worth of booster packs, giving away booster packs, and more. You're not going to want to miss it if you don't have any plans on Halloween here in the US. Spend it with us. It's going to be fun. The second thing we want to announce tonight is that as of the end of this stream tonight, we are officially on the road to PAX Unplugged. Amazingly, somehow, it is that time of year once again, and this is shaping up to already, at a month out, be our biggest, best, and most content-filled Unplugged that we've done yet. All November long, you're going to have our typical focus on tabletop, board game, and card game content, which includes everything that you're going to see here. A lot of Riftbound, of course, because that is something that we've been leaning into heavily here on the channel. We love it. Hopefully you do too. We're going to bring back perennial fan and board game fanatic favorite Tokyo Highway, and we're going to drag Sarah into that, and we're going to get into a good old-fashioned grudge match, I'm pretty sure. And we're going to bust out some of the great high-quality stuff from Floodgate Games and play that live on stream at some point as well. That could include Landmarks, that could include Skyrockets, and that could include, yes, everyone's favorite, Decorum, or Decorum moving out. So, again, the road to PAX Unplugged starts at the end of the month with the Riftbound Launch Night Spectacular and continues all November long through to the weekend before Thanksgiving here in the US. That is November 21st, 22nd, 23rd, when PAX Unplugged happens in Philadelphia. So it's going to be just a few short weeks away. And now you know it's coming. I checked my work calendar and it looks like I have a long weekend during PAX East. Ooh! Very exciting. Wink, wink. Maybe, maybe, maybe. You never know.
Probably from an archaeological dig site.
Oh. We're jumping right into the Bubsy 4D demo here, by the way. So, onward and upward here.
Hey! I'm not that old. Am I?
Well... Oh.
Have you ever worn that before?
Whoa, brilliant idea, twerp.
Twerp.
Oh boy.
How about that? I bet no one's gonna call me old now.
He's having a midlife crisis. Wonderful.
The Woolies are back! What do we do?
Oh my god.
Ugh, again? Aren't they tired of the same old shtick? Ah!
Oh no!
Well, that was weird.
Just a sec here. Okay, currently making steak on my new cast iron pan. Hope it comes out good. Yum, nom, nom, nom.
They thought it wiser to go straight to the source and attempt to make their own golden fleece.
Either way, not my problem. Will you turn that thing off already? You're draining the battery.
We're back live. Say cheese.
Oh, they're back! Ouch! I really should start locking my door at this rate.
You should.
Who's back? The Woolies again?
I think Bubsy would approve, yes.
The sheep. They call themselves Babots now.
What are bonbons? Who cares?
Wow. So edgy, so cool. Uh-oh.
Well, maybe we should care a little bit.
The golden fleece. Let's go after them.
Oh, I don't wanna.
We don't care. Come on, let's go.
We don't care. Apparently not. We have a game to play.
Oh, is this the start button?
Jeez. We love the music.
Bubsy, stop lazing about and talk to me. I've got some intel to share.
I bet you do.
The simulation is fully operational.
there's our Bubbo. Bubsy, my beloved. Oh yeah, look at him. I like how spinning around gives that like whirly swirly effect. So as we get into this here, I'm sure most of you have seen it by now, but we've been really leaning into the Bubsy stuff lately. Multiple interviews with the developers and publishers behind Bubsy 4D up on our YouTube channel right now. So we talked with publisher Atari at PAX West this year, and we talked to the man himself, Fabian, the founder of Fabraz, the development studio behind this, the Demon series of platformers and other great games. So all of that is up on our YouTube channel if you're interested in more, just in case. This is all on the Steam Deck, by the way, so it's running and looking fantastic. The Steam Deck's not even breaking a sweat, which is... like, the fan's not even kicking on. This is crazy. But I hate reading. My smooth-brained bobcat. Just sit down on that chair, please.
VR? What happened to good old CRT gaming?
Do I have to do that, or can I just hop right in?
Uncle.
Uncle. One thing I didn't ask them about, which I would have loved to, and then maybe at some point we'll follow up on it. If I recall correctly,
Good old CRT game.
the music in Bubsy 4D is done by Fat Bard, who also did the music for Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, which had a phenomenal soundtrack. We do love that theme song, don't we? Oh. Some didn't like that. Oh no, what happened? If you want tips, you can do the tutorial. The tutorial time trial is harder than the actual stages. Oh. Maybe not. Is it coming back? No? I think the Steam Deck might have crashed, actually. Oh, she's dead. Oh no, look at this. No, oh god, yeah, no, Steam Deck down. It is she's dead, Jim. That's not gonna work, is it? That it's like it. Oh, ooh, that did not go so well. Well, let's try to get it back. I've run into similar problems with other games when the Elgato is on, so I don't know what it is about hooking this thing up to the capture card and playing, but what was I trying to do? I was trying to play the Unsent demo to do the pre-release impressions and record video footage of it, and I couldn't get out of the tutorial. It was crashing the entire thing. So now maybe we're going to see that again, and that would be unfortunate. Really hitting some limits on what the Steam Deck can and cannot do, and how it doesn't really like to play nice with a lot of accessories. Or maybe, is it a Bubsy thing? Because a lot other games I've had no problem. Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit, for example. Played that just fine. It was all good. We're going to try one more time to launch it here. This is riveting, I know. But if we're going to give you fresh Bubsy content, this is the only way we're going to do it, because this is the only thing I can run it on. Because I don't think it runs on Mac OS, right? Nope, we're back. We're going to give it one more go. So that should pop back up on your screens shortly. The Bubsy, let's see. Yeah, I'd have to run it remotely on the Mac. Alas. Was the deck plugged in or on battery? It was plugged in. And we're back, okay. We are not. All right, well, this is not gonna happen, folks, unfortunately. It's running, but the capture card has said, fuck no. F in the chat for F that, I guess. Really, though? I'm gonna have to figure this out, because that's just the most inconvenient thing. And really, honestly, doesn't make the Steam Deck very useful for streaming, does it? If my main purpose of it would be to show you game content off of it on stream, and the capture card breaks the whole thing. Yeah, no, it won't do it. All right, well, that's a bust. I don't know what the culprit is, but that's super unfortunate. And honestly, maybe for the best, because we will probably need to have called it an early night anyway. So I really hate to leave it on that. Went through all the trouble of unhooking the Switch and can't go back to Splatoon very easily. Maybe that's okay. I do have much businessing to do early in the morning, which sucks. I've streamed too from my Steam Deck. It is just certain games that really don't play so nice, and I haven't quite figured out what the difference is, or what causes one to crash versus another. I could not play Unsent on this thing and record footage past the tutorial. It looks like Bubsy is going to be the same way, but something like AVGN 8-Bit played just fine, and it's hard to say what the problem is, but alas, here we are. We'll put some music on in the background for you while we discuss what's coming to the channel one more time before we head out for the night. Unfortunate. We are going to be back on a pretty normal streaming cadence, though, which is good. So you'll be seeing a lot more of us over the next few weeks, which is important because, as we just announced, we are finally back on the road to PAX Unplugged. Somehow, this time of year is upon us once again, and this is going to be a really, really big show for us for reasons we can't even tell you about just yet. It's secret reasons. Things we have in the pipe, things we're working on that we can't announce just yet. So, what can you expect on this year's Road to PAX Unplugged? Well, most of it's on the screen. There's going to be a lot of Riftbound. Predictably, that's kicking off with the Launch Night Spectacular, which we'll run by you one more time. Before the night's out, we're going to bring back fan favorite, board game fanatic favorite, Tokyo Highway. Sarah's agreed to play that with me again on camera, and we're going to inevitably stress the hell out of each other, because man, is it a stressful game. But we love it. And we're going to revisit some of our favorite stuff from Floodgate Games, the board game publisher, including Skyrockets, including Landmarks potentially, including Decorum potentially. Oh my God. That one's tough to translate to stream, but maybe we will. So, a lot of fun stuff coming on the Road to PAX Unplugged. That's going to happen all November long up to the show, which is the week before Thanksgiving here in the US. So that is November, I believe, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And it all kicks off with the Riftbound Launch Night Spectacular here on the channel. We are going all in on Riftbound finally becoming generally available to the masses. and having worked with Riot since May on figuring the game out and producing content around it and getting the word out, we're super, super excited. We're going to be cracking a full booster box, if all goes well, of booster packs live on screen for everybody, live on camera, talking about the meta, talking about our polls, talking about why it's so exciting, recapping some of what we've done with Riot so far, and more. We're going to be giving away, again, if all goes well, booster packs for people who maybe have had trouble getting their hands on product. We're going to be giving away other exclusive stuff that you can only get at a demo session, for example, or at your local game store. So lots to look forward to. If you're at all interested in this, this is going to be a great night to get in on the ground floor with us, where we are building our own personal card collections and helping you along the way by giving out some product as well. So hopefully you're excited for that. And that will formally kick off our Road to PAX Unplugged. Another, oh, what's that going to be? It's going to be 1, 2, 3 weeks of board game, tabletop, and card game content right here on the channel, and we love to see it. So thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Sorry that it kind of fizzled out here when we weren't able to play Bubsy 4D. I will try to debug that a little bit and see if something's wrong or if that really is just how it's going to be. Sad but true. We shall see. Appreciate you tuning in. It's been a while since we've been live with everybody, and it's nice to be back. And we'll be back with regularity, which is good. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, I'm JadeSpeak. We'll catch you back here on Friday night. I hope it is not a conspiracy. I wish it was. But the demo's out on Steam now if you want to give it a try and you have access to it through Windows. It's great. The game has been so much fun, at least in our brief time with it, and it's definitely worth a look, especially in demo form, because it costs you nothing. And that'll do it for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay fresh, cheese bags. We'll catch you back here real soon.